Look at that. I'm flipping a Megatherium. I'm totally flipping a Megatherium. Today's show is all about Kizer knives. We're going to go through, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these bad boys. Are you excited?
I am excited.
We're going to get to it because it is time for Guys Talk Knives. Always laugh at me.
I can't help it.
Why do you laugh at me?
Because the last time that it's 5, 4, 3, and then I said 2, 1 and ruined the whole thing. We had to do it again.
Yeah, so you laugh at me and make me laugh as we come on. Guys, that's Swags. I'm Andy, and you're watching Guys Talk Knives, brought to you by Smoky Mountain Knife Works, smkw.com. What are we talking about today?
We're talking about Kizer knives.
What are Kizer knives?
They are the most fun ones. They're the ones that they're the China. Right?
Yes,
yeah.
they are the China.
Yeah, they're from China. Well, they aren't China, but they're from China, and they have like all the different ranges from like the really like high-end knives, like the mid-grade.
Yes, and yes. Good, you listen to me.
I know.
That's great.
I'm proud of myself, guys. I'm really learning a lot.
She's doing it. Kizer is like Artisan. Kizer is like Kizer is like some of the other brands that are out there. Reich is another good brand that's out there. But there are a lot of really cool knives that are coming out from China right now, and Kizer is making some gorgeous knives like this. Megatherium. I just want to do that over and over again.
You've been doing it over and over.
All of them have
practicing.
All of them have these ball bearing systems in them, so they're really smooth opening. You got to play with the Sheepdog the other day when we were doing some of those segment promos. Yeah, nice knives, and we're going to dive into 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of these today. The one thing that I will say about Kizer is Kizer does the same sort of thing that Artisan does. If you're not familiar, they're doing that. Here is this lower end, which is still mid-ground, I would say. You're talking about $40 to $60, maybe even up to $80. And then they do the higher end, like you just talked about, where you've put in, really high-grade S30, S35 VN steels and titanium handles and all of that cool stuff. And there are some great knives in Kizer. We get to meet with the reps, and those guys are awesome. They are totally bringing out new stuff. These aren't brand new. These are things we've had on the site for a while, but you can find them at smkw.com. And let's go ahead and jump into this. Grab your notes, Missy. We're going to get this. This right here is the Kala. What did you tell me about this?
So Tarzan's mom, his gorilla mom. No, she was a gorilla. And her name was Kala.
How's gonna beat his mother now?
Not Tarzan's biological mom.
Well, I couldn't remember what her name is, but they speculate that was also Frozen, like Anna and Elsa's mom.
Wow.
There's a lot of theories.
You're like full-on black helicopter conspiracy theory over Tarzan's gorilla mom.
No, just over Disney. They're all connected.
Wow.
Yeah.
This segment is not brought to you by Disney.
It's not. It's by SMKW.
This is the Kala, Kala.
Spelled the same too.
It is. So I'm going to show this down here, and John's going to have a look at it. I like the feel
I didn't even
of
notice
this.
that.
Oh, I know, right?
I'm
going
like
to show it right here.
Color.
If you're listening on the podcast, let me tell you what I've got in my hand. This is a full-size EDC pocket knife from Kizer. Run the specs on this just so we can see what it is.
Well, it's a stone wash VG10 stainless steel blade.
Good steel.
Oh, yeah. It's got black G10 handles. It also has a liner lock and a blade flipper. And it also has a tip-up pocket clip.
So give me the specs on how big this thing is so the people on the podcast can.
So it's got a 3.75 drop point blade. It also it's 5 inches closed and 8.9 inches overall.
So it's a big knife.
It is a big.
It is a full-size EDC on this. And what we noticed was this blue spacer.
I like the blue.
Yeah, it's almost purple. It's like that electric blue.
Oh, it kind of is. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at you knowing your colors.
I'm an artist. I like this one. To me, this one is it's your everyday work knife. What do you think about that?
It looks nice.
The action is really good. We're going to make you flip it. The flop out flip was the funny one that I saw before.
Now, I saw that comment on one of the videos. They said that it's not fair. It's false advertisement because my hand makes this look so much bigger.
Oh, boo.
I did it.
You did it. Do it again. Prove it you can do it. 2 out of 3. Nice.
I like that.
Little wrist flick. Did you see the jimping that's on the top of that?
Wait, what?
So jimping. This little stuff here where the lines are, put your thumb on top. There you go. So the jimping is going to help you hold on to that knife.
So it's got like a nice stabby motion?
You always go with the stabby motion.
Well, there's also choppy.
We do have choppy. We have actually modern choppy.
We do. We went through like all the ranges of the motions you can do with these knives.
What was the price point on this thing?
It's $95.
That's not bad at all.
It's
For
really
VG10, so you're seeing a lot of...
solid feel in your hand, too.
You are seeing a lot of VG10 in Spyderco these days. So, yeah. And this is, if I can read with my old eyes here,
It's the
Matsuoka knives. Matsuoka.
Matsuoka?
I'm saying that totally wrong. I totally know
I'm not
going to
keep saying it wrong.
I'm not going to say it wrong either. They pull out really great designers and have them designed for Kizer.
Oh, okay.
So sort of like CRKT does and all of that. You're having people that are really jumping
shared
in.
My video.
They did
I was
share
excited.
your video. Yeah, it was awesome. That's what it was. That's the Kala, $95 on that. If you're looking for a good size EDC pocket knife to carry to work or whatever, this is the one to go with, I think.
It fits really, really well in your hand too. So it's not like it's bulky or anything like that.
No,
it just
it
fits
feels
great.
good. It feels really good.
Let me just flicking my wrist around.
Just move it however you like.
Just a little princess wave.
This next one is called a Flashbang.
I'll do it again.
I'm going to do it again. Flashbang.
I like it.
So this is one of the ones that I was telling you about, comes in the different levels,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm going to hold it down here so John can see it. We can all see it. The Flashbang starts off in the G10 with a liner lock. Remember how those artisans did that when we looked at them? Yes. So the artisans are in the same realm of that. This one starts off, though, in the G10 with the liner lock. The one I have in my hand, though, is not. It is the upper end of the Flashbang. So if you'll hit the specs on this, then we'll talk about it for the podcast.
Well, it's a stonewash S35V and stainless steel blade with titanium handles.
Uh-huh.
It's also a frame lock, like you were saying.
Yep.
As a right tip-up pocket clip, so it can't go on the other side.
So it's not ambidextrous.
No, it's not.
No.
I love that word, but I can't say it.
You like to say ambi like Bambi.
What's wrong with Bambi?
Nothing's wrong with Bambi.
Exactly.
She's not ambidextrous, though.
It is ambidextrous. It's also got a blade flipper.
It does.
And it's 3.4 inches blade length, but it's 8 and a... Man, I hate when you do
Come
this to
on,
me.
tell us what it is, Swags.
8.125 inches overall.
8.125 inches. Oh, so that's actually 8 and an eighth.
I know. I learned that earlier.
You got it. Very good. So this Flashbang,
Conversions.
if we're talking about the Flashbang, I think this is like a mid-size EDC, guys.
Mm-hmm.
It is a gray titanium handle if you're listening on the podcast. The action is incredible. The blade itself is a clip point. It's an 1/8 inch thick. So I'm going to hold it down here again, John. Have a look at the thickness on that blade.
I think we were noticing a lot of the Kizers had like a really good blade
Right.
thickness on it.
And you're talking about an 1/8 inch with S35V steel.
That's really strong.
It is going to be strong. You're not going to have to do anything to this blade for a while. What I thought was kind of neat down here, too, is that it has a recurve. So if you look at this blade, it curves down and then it curves back up before it comes back up.
What does that do necessarily?
You know what? It looks pretty, but it also
pretty.
gives you the opportunity to get some, if you're carving in something, right? So you can use that as
I
a
see.
wider bit to go in. So you're going to catch more blade surface by that recurve, right?
I understand that one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Nice. This one, I would carry this one every day. And because it's right-handed, I would totally carry it every day. You can pull off this pocket clip. What do you think of this one?
I like this one.
Does it float your boat, or do you like something else better on the table?
So the what we looked at just a little bit ago that had blue on it. I am a sucker for colors.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. I love
Yes.
colors. But this,
So like
Oh,
shiny
that's so
things,
nice.
you like shiny things?
I like shiny things.
Colors and ambidextrous.
I'm just a girl. What can I say?
Just a girl. Don't we wish?
Now, what's that supposed to mean?
I have no idea. We're just going to look at the Flashbang. How much was this one, did we say?
This is 171.
171. It's because you got a chunk of S35V and you've got all the titanium in the handle.
It really is just like a big old chunk of metal.
It really is.
See, you can use it for a knife, or you can double and just throw
It's
it in.
really-
That really knocks somebody out.
Here's the thing, though. It's not that heavy for what it is.
Yeah, it really is.
Because the titanium is light. That's the whole point of using titanium, though. It's awesome to put titanium in things. They'd be like, oh, I got a titanium knee. Oh, I've got a titanium knife.
You know, if you want it like this, the blade's actually a little bit heavier than like
It
the
is because
handle
you've got
is.
an 1/8 inch thick of S35V right there.
I kind of like that because then whenever you have the flipper, the flipper's a little bit thicker too. It's easier to grab.
Yes.
Did you hear that? I like stumbled over my words there for a second.
No, you were good. You nailed it. We're going to move on to the next one. This one is
Theta.
Theta. Theta. This is Theta. This is the one that I'm not feeling it at first. I have to get the flipper's kind of odd. We're going to come down here. So this flipper is just a little bitty nib right there. It's almost hidden, which makes this knife kind of gorgeous. If you're listening on the podcast, we're talking about a smaller EDC pocket knife. It has a titanium handle on this one as well?
It sure does.
It does. Titanium handle. It's got some angular grind to it, which I thought is nice. It's got a very big thumb hole that I'm not going to use because I tend to cut myself with those. And it's got this nice flipper up here. The flipper is kind of just barely nibbed up. Mm-hmm. Now, this blade type, what did they call this? They said it was a sheep's foot, right?
Yes, sheep's foot blade. Now, why does it? Okay, I need to understand why it's called a sheep's foot.
Okay, so
you're not cutting sheep's foot, are you?
Okay, so I'm gonna have to speculate just a little bit because you have to go way, way, way back to find these blade type names. Okay, right? And when you do that, Melina knows this. She's sitting over there. When you do that, when you go way back, you're kind of just getting like a story told to a story told to a story. But a sheep's foot pattern is the blade shape, and if you really look, it looks like a hoof. I'm going to turn it so
okay, so you could have just said that. I'd understood.
So it's like a sheep's hoof, which becomes a sheep's foot. Now, I would bet that at some point, the sheep's foot was also used by somebody on an old traditional pocket knife for cleaning off sheep's hooves, more or less. Because that's, I mean, all of the original knives, their whole goal was to have a use for the blade.
Yeah.
The goals for these are to look pretty, cut well, and entertain you for hours.
Yeah, that is something, I can definitely understand that. I still play with my knife just hours. Just flip it and shut it and flip it and shut it.
Yep, it's all nice right there. This one is, what's the blade material on this? Hit the specs on this one again for me, Swags.
Okay, it's a satin finish S35VN stainless steel blade with titanium handles, a frame lock. It also has a flipper and a thumb hole, but I agree with you. I like flippers more than thumb holes. My little hands.
We're sucker for a flipper,
we
right?
Are.
Yeah, yeah.
It's got a titanium tip-up pocket clip. Is that ambidextrous?
No, it is not.
No, it is not.
No, it's another one of the fancy ones. I think these go in gentleman's knives realm. So
ladies can have it?
Oh, ladies can have it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, that's right. I went sexist on you, so sorry.
It's got a 3 1/4 inch plain edge modified sheep's foot blade.
Yep.
It's 4 1/4 inch closed and 7.5 inches overall.
And that ends up being called a modified sheep's foot on that because it curves out. So a standard sheep's foot would just be flat. See how that curve goes? I almost stuck my finger right on that.
I'm glad you didn't, but I was curious if you were about to.
Yeah, so a standard sheep's foot wouldn't have the curve in the belly of the blade. It would just go straight across. Plus, it's really modern looking. So I dig this one. Did you say the price on this? No.
It is $180.
$180 for a Titan. No.
You've been playing with it the whole time. Come on, you got to share.
This is the one you have to use a little wrist. There you go.
A little flick of the wrist. I'm sorry. Like, ever since I started working here, like, that one part of that song has been in my head constantly.
Because you're playing with knives the whole time.
The whole time.
We're coming up at time for a break. Did you know that?
Break.
It is time for a break. Guys, we're brought to you by Smoky Mountain Knife Works, smkw.com, if you didn't know that. You get to see Swag's smiling face and this ugly mug bringing you knives each week.
Oh, my God.
And it happens. We're looking at Kizer right now, but we've got all kinds of Kizer. We're looking at only 5. We've got all kinds of Kizer on the website. If you haven't been over there in a while, you need to go look at smkw.com. It's getting better and bigger every day.
I don't know if it can get any bigger. Oh, my God. It's 22,000
products. And we're not talking just knives, man. We're talking about
everything.
Pants, hats, like these. These are on the website now. So if you like this hat, Blake Shelton wears this hat around.
The stuff you can see, actually, my Smoky Mountain Knife Works.
You can get this hat on the website. Cups, everything you think of, and ammunition. Did you know we sold ammunition?
I did know you sold ammunition, actually, because I've bought it here a couple times.
Nice, nice. Swags with a gun. That just frightens me just a little bit. If you're not liking, sharing, and subscribing to this video, you need to do it now. You need to share this stuff with your friends so that we can get out there in front of more people. But right now, we're going to take a little break. That's Swags. I'm Andy, and we'll be back with more Guys Talk Knives.
Swags here with smkw.com, and this is a Case Barlow. Now, Case brought the Barlow pattern out of its vault for 2019, and that makes this super collectible. So, it also comes with a spear point blade and smooth antique bone handles. Click the link, check out smkw.com, and add this to your EDC today.
And we are back with more Guys Talk Knives. That's Swags. I'm Andy, and we're talking Kizer knives today.
Yes, we are.
What time is it?
Wait, are you asking me what the actual time is?
No. What time is it now? What time are we on right now?
Oh, the Megatherium.
Yes, the Megatherium. I love this thing.
I know you do.
Okay, so probably on the table, it probably goes this one and the next one we're going to get to. I love this thing.
Oh, I know. Now, tell me, is it just because of the knife or because of the name?
Okay,
Or is it a
so
little bit
it's
of both?
like a third the name. It really is a third the name.
Wonderful name to name
The
it.
other thing is that it's like a knife that I probably would never carry. Right?
How come?
Okay, it's awesome first. I'm not that awesome. I don't know that I could carry off this knife, but it's just very modern and very big.
I would totally
I work at
carry
a
it.
desk all day long. I, do
I'd
other
find
things.
places to go to carry it.
Well, that's probably a good idea. It's like the zoo.
It's like the zoo.
Zoo, I can carry my Megatherium.
Maybe we'll go see Kala.
We're going to put this down here. We're going to talk through this. Guys, if you're on the podcast right now, we are looking at a very, very modern shaped knife. This is a fabulous knife. Hit the specs for us, Swags.
Well, it's got a satin finish with the S35 VN steel blade, titanium and carbon fiber handles. It's got a frame lock, a flipper. You also have titanium tip up pocket clip. Excuse me, I can't talk, y'all.
Get it right.
I'm working on it. It's got a 3.65 plain edge Santoku blade.
Santa's brother, Santoku.
That's a new one. It's also 5 inches close and 8.625.
Did you go more
overall.
dolphin with that sound when you go to the 5 inches? 5 inches. Megatherium.
I'm not joining in on this one.
Okay. What do you like about this knife?
Man, I really like this hook right here, where it has like you got like a good like
Oh.
it's not gonna slide. I'm not gonna
So we call that a finger choil, which is kind
a
of cool.
finger what?
Choil, Choil. And
Because I can spell right.
in North
Like,
Carolina,
that
they
helped.
call that chol.
Chol.
Yeah, because they put ol in their core.
I'm not gonna say. I say oil all the time. I never say oil. That sounds weird.
It's a choil. It's a finger choil, but here, I'm going to let you have it. There you go.
So what I like is like I know we've you've let me play with a lot of knives here so
Sure.
far, and
I always put on the Kevlar and step back.
that's a good idea. But there was one, what was it, like last week that I was playing with that I like almost dropped it and about grabbed the blade like
Right.
a dummy.
Right?
And that's whenever you told me the whole if you drop it, just go ahead, let that drop. Don't catch the knife.
Good rule of thumb
It is
there.
a good rule of thumb. But this, I like that. That makes it like fit really well. Look at that. All 3 of my fingers fit in that, and I bet 2 of yours.
Yeah, like I have giant hands. We're not Jason hands here. No, it's pretty nice. This thing is another modified. We said Warncliffe on it. Is that what it said?
No.
Does it say sheep's foot? No, sheep's or just says a drop point.
It does.
God. Descriptors. This is a modified Warncliffe, and I'm going to hold it down here so we can talk about it just a little bit more.
Is that a thumb hole or is that just for looks?
It is a thumb hole.
Do you
So
use the thumb hole?
I have not tried to use the thumb hole yet. I love a flipper.
I
You
do
know I
too.
love the flipper. But on this Warncliffe, so this is a modified Warncliffe. It's got a thumb ramp built into the Warncliffe. Unlike the sheep's foot that goes out and then breaks down, a Warncliffe goes all the way down, almost like a claw. on the end. So that is
like is it a claw or a talon?
It is not a talon because this is not an eagle. It's like a claw. This one actually would be modified as well because it doesn't have the straight edge across the bottom. It's got a long, deep belly across this bottom. Every time I do that, I think I'm
That's
going to
what I
cut my
was
finger.
thinking. Every time you say belly now, like I like totally understand. It's just like a weird word to me now. I don't know.
I don't think I can use it. Nope, it's not going to move. Oh, there we go. I had to get the right
Looky-der.
spot. Why would you use
Yes.
that though? Why would you use that when you have this glorious thing?
You see,
here?
I like flippers.
Did you flip
I've
it?
noticed there's a couple people that aren't a fan of flippers. I'm like, why?
Exactly. That's my thought every time I read that. Not that we want to do any knife shaming. Can you do it
No.
without the wrist flick? Can you do it without the wrist flick? No. The answer is no.
But it's still fun.
We're gonna get you some finger strength. How do we do finger exercises?
Oh, actually, I did buy this at Walmart. So it's like a red thing. You like, it looks like this, and then you just pull your little finger things
Wow.
down, and it literally is for finger strength, but it's actually for guitars.
Okay.
So that way you
but
learn.
you're gonna
to
use it
hold
for knives.
Well, I mean, I'd like to play the guitar too if I could
So
ever.
we need
you
to
know.
go buy you this thing. The way you sling that kills me. It's gonna
I
end up
didn't
in my
kill
chest
you. No,
one
it
day.
didn't. It was gonna go that way. It would have it would have missed you by at least 2 inches.
Megatherium. How much does
Megatherium.
Megatherium cost?
233.
$233 for the Megatherium.
It's called a Megatherium. That's like alone like the
I mean, you
coolest
got a
thing.
boatload of S35V, some titanium, some carbon fiber. Not carbon. Is
I
that
like-
carbon fiber or G10?
Mm,
G10.
no, it's carbon fiber.
Oh, wow.
I like this. I like the. It's almost like wood.
If you hold it down here, he can show it.
Well, excuse me. I was looking at it.
So basically, they've just shaved off layers of this to make the curve
okay.
and the contour of the handle. So that
It looked like wood to me.
It does look like wood.
Okay, cool. I'm glad I'm on the same page.
But it is carbon fiber, which makes it probably stronger than wood. I cannot get that to move in the right spot.
I feel like there's another one of these. Maybe it's this one I was playing with earlier, and when you have the sweet spot, it opens perfect.
That's the big thing I don't think people understand about flippers is that they're all just a little bit different, but they've all been, for the most part, somebody has figured out exactly where that should be, and once you figure it out on your knife, you'll find the right spot.
Because I know even with the knife you gave me, I was like,
That's like this flat. Was this the Theta? On the Theta, if you pull back here, it's easier. If you pull across it from the top, it's easier.
Gotcha.
That one's. Give it a go. See. That one probably needs to have the pivot loosened just a little bit. It's one to hang just a bit.
I think it's also honestly like this little finger just needs to do its strength. Which is.
She'd be like lifting little weights. So you know about this last one that we have on the table because you got to show this one on the air. Flip it out for me. Yes, she can do this one.
I love this one. I like this is the nice choppy motion I was talking about.
Yes, this one reminds me of that gigantic.
It's like a cleaver.
Osprey. It is a cleaver. So let's look at this. Let's run down the specs. We're looking at the Kizer Sheepdog, and this is not the Sheepdog Mini. This is the full-size Sheepdog.
Yeah, come on, look at that thing. This thing's huge. It's stonewash, S35 VN stainless steel blade with gray anodized titanium handles. It's also got the blue part right there too. I like that one.
On the pivot, it's got blue around the pivot. Yes.
And it's a frame lock. It has a blade flipper, tip up pocket clip, and it's 3 1/4 inch. It's plain edge. Wait, sheep's foot plain edge blade?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Not serrated. It's a plain edge blade. It's a sheep's foot.
Serrated is the one that has like the little bumpy.
Yeah, the little bumpy things. The saw. Yes. That's
yes,
serrations.
Yeah. It's 4.5 inches close and 7.75 inches overall.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. The Sheepdog, it's just one of those. I mean, last year I think was the year of the cleaver, and so we saw lots of cleaver blades out there. If you need to do some chopping as you're getting into your mail, this is the one to have. Mm-hmm. I love the action on this knife. It is just, I mean, you barely have to make for
I think
a
all
blade
of these
that
actually had it's like 1/8 of an inch thick.
Yeah,
all of the blades.
all of them are. Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
And we said again, this is S35 VN with the titanium handles. There is a G10 Sheepdog out there, right? Yeah, there is a G10 Sheepdog, so it would be a liner lock, and it would be not quite as expensive as this one. How much is this Sheepdog?
This is $204.
$204 on this Sheepdog.
So it's right behind the Megatherium.
Yes. Megatherium.
Megatherium.
I'm just gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go to when we go to the Blade Show. We're gonna just have to go to the Kizer.
Can we just that'll be like instead of saying Marco Polo, it'll be like Megatherium, Megatherium, and that's how we'll find each other.
Yes, I'm sure that people at the Blade Show will love us for that.
I think they should.
Guys, we are sponsoring the Blade Show again this year. It happens in June 7th through the 9th. We're dragging swags down there with
July.
us. No, June.
Dude, I need to fix my calendar.
You need to fix your calendar because swags will be there. We'll be broadcasting this show from the front of the show, which is going to be awesome. And so you can come by and see us in Atlanta, June 7th through the 9th. Go to bladeshow.com. There's all the info there and how you can get tickets and all of that. We're going to do some big stuff. We did some big stuff last year. We're going to do more big stuff this year. We are the title sponsor of Blade Show. Smoky Mountain Knife Works, smkw.com, is the title sponsor. I've heard tell that
we are important people.
Come here.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
I told her what the giveaway is going to be. We can't tell you yet.
We can't tell you,
it's
but you want it.
You want it. Come see us at the show.
It.
You want to sign up to win that. When you get there, it's going to be amazing. If you're not following us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, you need to be because we're giving away something else there every single week.
We're always giving stuff away.
Yeah, we give something away on the live version of this show as well. What did you just say?
It's like we don't even want to keep our knives. We're just constantly giving them away.
That's hilarious.
I mean, really.
When you got 22,000 products to show people, we can do what we want. So get on there, go do the giveaways on both Facebook and on Instagram. Make sure you're doing that each and every week. There's a brand new giveaway.
We share because we care.
We're up at 98,000 followers now on Facebook.
Oh, wow.
98,000 followers.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, so tell your friends about this show. Pass it around. Make sure you're subscribing to our YouTube channel. Do all those good things. Anything else you want to say before? Which one is your favorite here?
The Sheepdog.
The Sheepdog. She's down with the Sheepdog. I'm down with Megatherium.
Megatherium.
That's Swags. I am Andy, and this has been another episode of Guys Talk Knives. Catch you next time.